Hey tribe, I'm excited to announce that my fasting book is out, and there's an ebook and a paperback. It's on Amazon. So what led me to write this book? In 2023, beginning of 2023, I just felt in my spirit that I was about to leave my church, but because I was happy there. There was nothing wrong. And I was, a leader in some departments and serving all these departments. I didn't think, oh, well, anything can make me leave the church, and I was okay. And fast forward to towards the end of the year, something terrible happened, and I left immediately. I didn't even look back. I didn't even try to think about it. I was like, this is it. God, He gave me a scripture because I was now looking for confirmation after confirmation, and He gave me a scripture, and I left. So when I left, my worry was like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen to me now? The devil and his uncles and cousins and grandfathers are going to come for me because my papa was my spiritual covering. And the Lord, He just ignored me. And fast forward to January, because I left, in November, I started to lose interest. I wouldn't attend some of the all-night prayers and all that. And December, I was going, but not really. I was no longer giving my all. And I was like, you know what, this is it. I'm not going again. And then December, I think mid-December, I started to really not go. I was like, okay, I'm done. And, the first week of, I think second week of Jan, the Lord laid 40 days in my spirit. I'm like, 40 days? What does 40 days mean? And I started to see 40 days fasting everywhere. Like, listen, I open YouTube, there's 40 days fast. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I no. And then I started to follow. I watched this other guy. And he spoke 40 days fasting. And he mentioned these issues like spirit husband, working with, but seeing no results, serving in church, but still there is nothing that's happening in your life. You are tithing everything. You are sowing all the seeds, but you are still broke as the 10 commandments. I did 40 days fasting to break that. I'm like, oh my God, Lord, are you saying something? And He was like, yes, hon, you gotta go 40. And I'm like, 40? Me? No. Because at first I used to do 3 days. And then second day it felt like death. I felt like I was dying. The second day, I used to take off days actually when I'm going on an Esther fast. And then as time went by, 3 days was cool. And then I was just cruising and I started to go to work and then I'll be fasting and I was fine. And then as time went by, the Lord increased it. He said, okay, every 7 days. In a month, make it 7 days. No eating. I'll call it a water fast. Not really an Esther that there was no water. Sometimes I'll drink water, but if it's winter, I don't really drink water. Then I'll just go dry. And I was like, cool. And then I went on 7 days. And at first it was a struggle. It was a struggle. And I felt like, oh my God, I was dying. And then when time went by, I got used to it. And actually, I think last year, because it was, the 7 days was for last year. And then I skipped, I think 2 or 3 months. I just skipped it. And fast forward to the second week of last year. So as I was going back and forth with Him, asking for many confirmations, because as a generation, we are now, or in our churches right now, we are taught